YouTube, we back with another top 5 list. We're going to be doing top 5 NBA players in the game today. But before we get into that, I'm looking for an editor right now. So if you yourself edits, or if you know of anybody who edits videos, hit me up. I'm going to leave my email in the description below. We'll hash out all the business aspects of it. But yeah, I'm juggling a lot right now, and an editor will help out. So hit me up. I'll respond. We'll go from there. But we're going to get into the video right now, because we're going to try and make this video a little bit shorter than the last one. Because that last top 5 was damn near 30 minutes, and I ain't even peep game. Like, you just start, you start talking about something you're passionate about, and hey, man, just lose track of time. So we're going to get into it. Top 5 NBA players in the game right now. I feel like it's a lot of parity in terms of who that top dog is. What Daenerys say? What she say? This one's on top and that one's on top and on and up. Man, shout out Game of Thrones. Shout out Daenerys. F season 8. But anyways, yeah, man. I don't think anybody like cemented themselves as the top guy. You know, LeBron's getting old. He's still that dude. Don't get me wrong. He's still that dude. But LeBron's getting old. I'm not sure if he's still as lethal as he is. But, hey, maybe you don't have to be in today's league. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not trying to, knock anybody. But, hey, it is what it is. So, I think I'm going to start off with the honorable mentions again. Honorable mention number 1. That boy Damian Lillard. Man, he was so close to being on my list. He just missed it. And to be honest, before Tuesday night, he was on the top 5 list. I'm recording this Thursday morning, so I don't know what happened or if anything else happened between then. But Thursday morning, man, Damian Lillard is so lethal. He doesn't have to play defense. You got to hear that term a little bit more with this top 5 list, because sometimes if you're that lethal offensively, it don't matter what you do on the defensive side. It don't matter what the defense does to you. You're just going to be just knocking them down. And that's what Lillard does, man. He's on my honorable mention list. And a surprise that I'm sure I'm probably going to hear about, James Harden. He's honorable mention. He did not make the top 5 list. I'm sorry. I think he's a product. He's a tough eval. I'm not going to lie. He has been playing extremely well. I'm not going to lie. But I do think it's a product of his supporting cast. You got KD and Kyrie Irving, man. That means something to me. That really does. And I watched, was it Game 2? The Celtics versus Knicks Game 2? They had 70 points in the second quarter, bruh. They winning the championship. If all of them are healthy, they're winning the championship. I'm sorry. So, nah. That's not even a question. So with them two on your team, of course you're going to look ridiculously dominant. And he is looking that way. But I do think that's with the cast around him. I don't think he would look that dominant if he's got to put up numbers. We've seen him put up numbers. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the effect he has on the game itself. I don't think he's doing that with some of the other guys supporting cast that's in my top 5. So that's why he's not on my list. Another one, Anthony Davis, honorable mention. Didn't make the list. I'm sorry. He was close as well. I think right now, I think that injury has kind of slowed him down. He has been playing very well this season. Not to what he was playing, not to the level he was playing last year. Last year, I thought he was robbed of the Defensive Player of the Year award. I mean, I thought it was clear that he was the best defensive player, like, hands down. But that's neither here nor there. So, yeah, man, I had to get those out the way. Those are the most glaring people names you're not gonna hear on the top 5 list. So just wanted to give y'all a heads up. But yeah, like I said, man, this is Thursday morning. So if anything, this list is most likely gonna change by the end of some of these series. But as of right now, coming in at number 5 on my top 5 NBA players right now list, it's your boy Luka. Man, this dude is oh my goodness. The best way to describe this man is unorthodox. Nobody can figure this man out. Kawhi couldn't figure this man out. Kawhi is the best perimeter defender in the game. Don't look like it against Luka. And that's because he's so unorthodox. I feel like right now he's new to the league. Not that like he's a rookie or anything, but he's a young player and people hasn't really learned his tendencies yet. And that's a problem. When you're that elite offensively and you're unorthodox, that's going to be a problem. And people are going to have to, it just takes time for people to like learn their tendencies or whatnot. But as of right now, man, Luka is a problem. And I mean a problem. And he's one of the guys I was talking about. He's so lethal offensively, he doesn't have to play defense, which is why he's on the list. Number 5, Luka Doncic. Doncic? Whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about. For the Mavericks. He's at number 5. Coming in at number 4, the greatest shooter of all time, Steph Curry. Steph Curry, another one on my list. Don't have to play. And he gives effort. Steph gives effort defensively. But, I mean, he nobody's going to know him for his defense that he plays. What they will know him for is him stepping past half court and launching that hoe. I mean, launching that. Man, this dude, he is a difference maker. And the way he's just dangerous without the ball. Just the way he moves, he's nonstop, just running. Man, he's a problem. I really wanted to put Lillard on this board, but Steph, it's like, man, it's no way I'm going to put Lillard. I can't put Lillard on, and Steph is right here. Steph is clearly better than Damian Lillard in almost every aspect. The only thing I would give Lillard is that crunch time moment. Like when the time comes, he doesn't fold. Lillard does not fold in the crunch time. That man is clutch. And I really don't get that feel from Steph, which is crazy with him being the greatest shooter of all time and him not being able to perform when it matters most. So that's why Steph is number 4. Greatest shooter, great off ball. He just changed the game. He's an X factor for real. Coming in at number 3, man. And like I said, this list is really destined to change. Man, Kawhi Leonard is at number 3. And hey, I get it. Luka has been putting his neck on the Clippers. They are down. The Clippers are down 2. What was it, 0-2 right now? Bruh, and that's because of Luka. Which is why I said this list is, man, if the Clippers get eliminated, I'm not talking about Kawhi because he's just not, he has all of the talent. He has the defensive aspect of it. He can pass. He can shoot. His mid-range is ridiculous. He can knock down the outside shot. He can attack the basket. He can do it all. So he's very lethal. He just hasn't learned, to me, how to win. That's a very important factor and I get it, man. He won the championship with Toronto. I think that was more of a team thing with the coaching, especially in hindsight right now. You would think back then it was him, in which it was him. If you take Kawhi off that team, they don't win the championship. They're the worst team right now. They're like the worst team in the league right now, the Raptors is. So, yeah, I mean, obviously it was about him. But I do think that camaraderie that they had, which is I don't think that was the camaraderie that the Raptors had that championship year. I don't think that was because of Kawhi. I think that was because of the coach. I think that was because of Lowry, the leader that he is. And I don't get me started on Kyle Lowry. Man, it's trash. But anyways, yeah, man, just to start getting into Kawhi, he's able to do everything on the court, but he needs to learn how to win. And he hasn't proven that yet to me, because he obviously wouldn't have won if Klay, I wouldn't say obviously, I think it would have been up in the air if Klay wouldn't have got hurt, and obviously if KD wouldn't have got hurt. So he obviously wouldn't have won that championship if KD was there. So I think so, at least. But yeah, I feel like he has to prove, at least you have to get at least get to the conference finals. If you get knocked out in the first round against these boys who almost beat y'all last year, people saying if Chris Porzingis wouldn't have gotten hurt, they would have beat y'all last year. And you can't really argue that. That's what it looked like. When he went out, when Porzingis went out, they couldn't do anything. So, hey, Kawhi, your spot is in jeopardy right now, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. And if you lose to Luka with Paul George, and you got Rondo now. Rondo was a huge pickup. He needs to step up a little bit more. Kawhi had 41 last night? God, dog, that wasn't enough? That's crazy. But yeah, man, I feel like Luka, he's putting the pressure on these boys. So Kawhi's going to have to step up even more. I don't even mention Paul George. He is what it is, but he's whatever. Yeah, so Kawhi, you're at number 3 right now. Number 2. Well, I think I should just go to number 1, because I think it's kind of obvious right now after I've eliminated who's not on the list and who is on the list. It's just KD and LeBron right now. The reason why Kevin Durant is number 2 is because I don't think Kevin Durant defensively is going to be able to... I don't think Kevin Durant is going to be able to sustain the level of defense that he's had in the past. He looked very good out there. I think he had like 3-4 blocks in that Celtics game too. But I'm just talking about laterally, like perimeter defense. Like you lock your man down. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that against the elite players. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, which is why I said, man, this is definitely destined to change. So the list is destined to change. But yeah, man, I just don't. That's the only thing. That's it. That's really all it is. If he's able to do that, be able to guard those defenders, then yeah, he's gonna be number 1. So I'm waiting to see on how that plays out. But yeah, man, the number 1 guy is LeBron James. Mostly it's by default. It really is. I'm not trying to put this man down. I'm really not. But that injury, it really hurt Kevin Durant, man. It really, because to me, and I understand he had a great supporting cast with him. Kevin Durant had a great supporting cast with Steph, Klay. Notice I ain't say that other guy. Whew, boy, this nigga is trash. Draymond is weak, bruh. I'm sorry. That nigga's throwaway. But anyway, yeah, man, I understand he had a great supporting cast around him, but so did LeBron. When they met up in the finals, Kevin Durant was it the first? It was the first time. When they met up the first time, when it was the Warriors and the Cavs, everybody had their teams, everybody had their squad, everybody was prepared. Both had a good supporting cast. Obviously, the Warriors had a better support. Kevin Durant had a better supporting cast with the Warriors. But, hey, man, Kevin Durant was clearly the best player on that court. I mean, look at it. Look at the tape. I think I'm gonna leave a link in the description of the video between those two. Watch that video and tell me who's the best player on that court is. Just watch the tape. I'm gonna leave a link in the description, and you watch the tape. So yeah, that Achilles injury, it definitely hurt Kevin Durant, because he would have been the #1 guy. But man, you can't take away from what LeBron does, bruh. You really can't. This man is consistent. I mean, straight up, you know what you're gonna get from this dude. And he's gonna give you 20, 10, and 10, give or take 2. Like, give or take 2 points, give or take 2 assists, give or take 2 rebounds. And LeBron isn't the defender that he used to be, but and it's a clear drop off to me in my eyes, because just like I was saying with Durant, that just the lateral quickness you have to be on the perimeter, guarding the quick guys, those shifty niggas that are got you. But yeah, to guard them, you have to have that lateral quickness, and I don't think LeBron has that right now. But what I think he's still able to guard them only because they are intimidated by him. I'm not sure why. I think it's just because they see as LeBron one of the greatest players to play the game, and I think they're just intimidated by him because he gives effort. When LeBron gives effort, I feel like they kind of just get rattled a little bit for some reason. But they kind of just lose what they've known. But yeah, I still feel like he's able to not lock up defenders, because he doesn't take on the toughest assignments defensively. But when he does decide to take on that challenge for a couple of plays, he does do a very good job defensively on them. So yeah, I mean, there's not a weakness in his game outside of free throws. But yeah, he's not in his prime right now, and that's very impressive to say for someone who's in his 17th, 18th year right now. What is he, 36, 37 maybe? This nigga's old as hell. But yeah, that's very impressive, man. Hats off to him. I'm going to be sad when I see the man go, even though this is not one of those videos. I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, man, he's one of the best to ever do it. I mean, what else can you say about the dude? It's just no weakness to his game. And like I say, he's just consistent. He's consistent. You know what you're going to get from him. But yeah, that's my top 5 list. And it's destined to change. I'm telling you. It's most likely going to change with this first round. Just with this first, forget the whole playoffs. Obviously, after the playoffs, it can change. But I think it's very clear right now, outside of 1 and 2. I think if Durant is able to stay out there with the defenders with his lateral quickness or whatever, I think he'll be the #1 guy. That's the only thing I'm concerned about with Durant. So yeah, man, got Luke at number 5. That boy is a problem. Steph at number 4, greatest shooter of all time, point blank period. Kawhi at number 3. Kawhi, boy, you better not do it. Don't let him do it to you. Don't let him do it to you. You better step up, man, or you need to galvanize your troops. You need to give them that. You're not that guy. I understand it. You're gonna have to do something. Lead by example, bro, because y'all in a tough spot right now. And that is not a good look for y'all to get knocked out in the first round by Luka. So, yeah, Kawhi's at number 3, one of the best perimeter defenders, all-around player, two-way guard for perimeter player. So, yeah, he's at number 3. Durant is at number 2. He's itching at that #1 spot, to me, at least. And you got King James at number 1, man. Yeah, so tell me if you like the list. I'd love to hear yours, your top 5 in the game right now. But until next time, it's your boy Said B. I'm out.